Hare Krishna Mahamandra ki Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyam Sundar Radha Kund Giri Govardhan ki Vrindavan Dham ki Mathura Dham ki Dham Mayapur Dham ki Tulsi Devi ki Bhakti Devi ki Samaveda Bhaktamandra ki Guru Brahmanande और गुरी स्वसंबुद्धि और गुरी स्वसंबुद्धि और गुरी स्वसंबुद्धि और गुरी सुशीसी गुरु अंतरंग जय महाप्रभु के ओम विष्णु So today we shall be continuing the Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Abhishtalabha, the attainment of all desires, this particular chapter. Yesterday we saw Gopa Maharaj already reached to Guru. He reached Guru Vrindavan. And then he was moving around and he found there is no difference between Goma Vrindavan and Guru Vrindavan. And then he was in great ecstasy. He was moving around and finding out different places. Finally he came to know that from a lady, Nandana is gone to cow herding and he will be coming back in the evening. So all were waiting there continuously. Even the trees were waiting to see Krishna in the evening. And all lined up actually at Keshi Ghat. So they all were in ecstasy to see. Then slowly the sound came of cows and food, and they were waiting actually. So now the meeting of Gopa Maharaj and Krishna is going to take place. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tado Jayamdire Istaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloge Bhavati Naishtagi. Start to sloga. Kaishora Madhurya Baro Ullasar Sri Gatrabra Kandi Ujjalita Akilashaka Tatratya Nitya Priya Lokachitta Yagya Adhuta Aneka Mahatva Sindhu Kaishora Madhurya Varo Satatri Kata Prakandi Ujjalita Kilashaka Tatratya Nitya Priya Lokachitta Yagya Adhuta Mahatva Sindhu. Translation: the effulgence of his cloud-colored body, shining with the full sweetness of youth, lit up all corners of the sky. His beauty, which captured the hearts of the ever-dear devotees of Vrija, was an ocean abounding with countless excellences. उपज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनदारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं कृष्णचैतन्यईश्वरम्। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय राम सुरदौ मंगौ मम मंदमदे गति मत्सर्वस्वनामोजौ राधा मदन मोहनौ। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः, गोविन्दाय नमो नमः, गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजाम्रे। So as we said, everybody lined up in Keshigarh, shore of Yamuna, just to have a glance of Krishna when he is coming in the evening. The previous text actually, they were given the description about his beauty and what are his opulences when he is coming back. As I said, Krishna is going in the morning also, then people are actually lined up to see Nandagira when he is coming out. So evening more crowd is there. Why? Because they say when he is coming in the evening, his curly hair is fallen down, dust on the cheeks and sweating on the hair and looks like tired. But they are telling Krishna, you look more beautiful in the evening than in the morning. Shodamai is actually dressing up and sending in the morning. Evening the darshan is very beautiful. So then here it's mentioned about this color, cloud color body shining with full sweetness of youth. Avayavana Krishna. It's at all corners of the sky. It's beauty which captured the hearts of ever dear devotees of Praja. Krishna, as I said actually, in Vrindavan they were a teacher saying that I lost my heart in Vrindavan. So really Vrajavasi's heart is taken by Krishna. So they cannot go anywhere, they don't want to see anything else. It was all attractive. Krishna is all attractive to Vrajavasis. See, they don't look anywhere. Even it is mentioned that they are blaming, gopis of Vrindavan, they are blaming Brahmaji. What type of Brahma he doesn't know how to create. He creates the eyelids every night, it is coming down, open or coming down. So when it is closed, we are not able to see Kanaya, even though he is standing. Fraction of second is lost. So what type of this? He is not got any training, Brahmaji. Simply he started creation. So they are blaming. That is it. Swadina Yoga Kriyaya Niyantrito Vedada Adotprutya Sabipam Agadaha Tadikshana Prema Vimohitam Hi Mani Gale Grihitva Sagasa Avatata Bhuvi Sudina Loga Priyadanyandito Velado Pruda Samipamagada Tadikshana Prema Vimohinam Vima Gale Grihitva Sagasa So Krishna was coming actually First the sound of flute came, then he appeared and he is coming close to the people. Everybody wants to have a look. There's a competition. Somebody says, you were standing in front of me yesterday, you come back. Today's my turn. There's a pull and pushing there. Hey, come back. Yesterday you were in front of me. Another one will say, hey, you are also yesterday in front of me, you come back. I want to see Krishna first. So that competition was there. Then slowly Krishna came. Gopamar also was there on the line. He was standing on the side, without any competition. Then Krishna eventually came to him. He crossed everybody and he was coming towards him. And he came forward and came close to me. Compelled by the affection of his helpless devotee, I fainted in love at seeing him. Actually, he was hungering to see that form of the Lord Gopala. So today you could see, he crossed everybody and he is coming to me, then he got excited. Bhagavan is so merciful. Why he is coming to me? Then by seeing himself he fell down. He became unconscious. He caught hold of me by the neck. So he caught hold him when he was falling down, he caught hold of the neck. Because he fell down, Krishna also fell down. Due to ecstasy. That is the relation between Krishna and his devotee. Suddenly he too fell on the ground. He also became unconscious. He was waiting for him. A moment later I awoke and carefully freed my neck from his grasp. I stood up, saw him on the ground in a faint moistening the dust-covered path with his tears. He was crying. The tears came from his eyes. It's a torrent of rain like Mahaprabhu was shedding the tears when he was in separation from Krishna, Radha Baba. He also started crying and dust came on his body and because of the tears it was sticky. Some Gopals came and asked, look, who has come here? Because they don't want to see Krishna become fainted or become unconscious or Brajavasis. So they looked at actually Gopamara. They were very angry. And look, who has come here? What has he done? He has put our life and soul into such a state. Alas, alas, just see, people of Brija. Now we are all dead. So they thought Krishna is gone. He became unconscious. So he says, what has been, who did this? How suddenly he fell down? Now if he is not coming up, we are all dead completely. This must be some servant of that great Lord Kamsa. They are telling actually Gopamara, he must have been sent by Kamsa. That is why by touching him, he fell down, he became unconscious. Lamenting like this in many ways, the gopis cried loudly in distress as they surrounded Krishna. All started crying because they cannot see that situation anymore. So Nanda and Yashoda is also come. They also came. They are all surrounded, saying that what happened to our Krishna? Who did it? So Gopamara was actually in a very bad situation. We don't know, maybe these people will beat me also. But he knows actually what is ecstasy. Cows and bulls and calves came there, and black deer and other animals seeing Krishna in the state, they wept in agony. Everybody came. If Krishna, something happened to Krishna, they cannot forget. The animals are crying, their faces drenched with floods of tears. Approached Krishna one by one, gently smelled and licked him again and again. Great numbers of birds flying overhead also their misery by making tumultuous noise and sounded like people crying. And the immobile creatures in great pain within seemed suddenly to dry up. What more is to say? All beings, moving and non-moving, were on the verge of death. As for me, I was drowning in a vast ocean of sorrow, confused about what to do. Severely tormented, I put Krishna's feet on my head and began profusely sobbing and lamenting. Then Lord Balaramdesh, Krishna's older brother, quickly arrived from somewhere, full of fear, quite complex and arrayed in blue garments. He appeared charming, for he was the same age as the Krishna and nicely dressed. Lord Balaramdesh, the most skillful person, cried for a moment, but then seemed to regain his composure. He looked all around. With great care and attention, he made me hold his younger brother by the neck with my arms. Balaram understood actually why he fell on Krishna. So he took the hand of Gokumara and made him to touch his shoulder. Suddenly Krishna opened eyes, sealed till then by a flood of tears. Seeing me, he joyfully embraced and kissed me. And then he looked around and became embarrassed. So this is the meeting, Gokumara Krishna meeting. He hugged him and kissed him and so much love and affection. The best of Lords took my hand in his own left lotus hand, and received me as a long lost bosom friend. He asked me various questions. Then he greeted all the people of Rija and entered the best of covered villages with the gait of an elephant. So he was going in just like an elephant he was walking. The forest animals were miserable because now they had a part from him, unable to go anywhere without him. They simply stood at the entrance of the village, ready to spend the entire night there in the hope of seeing their Lord again and next morning. So even all the cows actually, when Yashoda wanted to send, everybody told Yashoda, your son has to take over from Nanda Maharaj, he has to go to the forest with the calves. Yashoda said, my son is only 3 or 4 years old, I will not allow him to go, no way. Then finally all the 9 lakh cows came at the entrance. They all started moving. Krishna! 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 They were not ready to go with anyone unless Krishna come out. So then Yashoda, somehow Nanda Maharaj convinced, see, look at this. Somehow or other you agree. And finally Balaramdesh told, Davuji told, don't worry, Ma, I will take care of it. You send. So like that he started. So the birds flew here and there high over the village to watch him. Everybody wanted to see him. Even our temples, when temple is open, Vrindavan and all, every day people are coming Mangalarati. One day if they could not see the darshan, they will go mad. They want to push forward and they want to see, I want to see Krishna Balaram, I want to see. You are saying so many years you are there and you are looking, one day you know, every day I want to see, every time I want to see. When they are closing the temple in the night, 8:40 in the night, and then they take the mala and give to everybody, throw it to everybody. Then when they are closing the door also, they will be shouting, Radhe! Krishna! So as if they are saying first time. At the insistence, Nanda Maharaj was anxious with the love for his son. Just after making the cows, 2 brothers went to their home. They went to home at once, not even giving the cows proper attention. Mother Yashoda quickly came to meet the boys. Her clothing and body wet with milk flowing from her breast, and the tears that flooded from her eyes in love, together with the Rohini. She wiped each limb of both brothers and again. They are showing their, when they are coming back in the evening, as if they are not seeing them at all. So that much affection was shown. So from here onward, actually, all Krishna Leela is actually good. Since I was born in the family of Radharani's brother, Krishna threw all the ladoos onto the plate, surprised to find them extremely tasty. I ate them all. Radha secretly looked at Krishna and arched her eyebrows, and Krishna, nodding his head, gratified her with a gentle smile and sidelong glance. Radharani was making the breakfast in the morning. So she is very expert in making laddus. So when laddu service is done by Yashoda, she did not allow anybody to serve Krishna. So when he is eating something which she prepared, she will look from behind and see what is this. So today it was very tasty and he said it's very good. Another day so happened, he knew that Radharani is looking at him. Then he took one laddu and he is biting, little bitten, and he was saying, oh, something wrong with that. Then Yashoda asked, what happened? What happened? No, what happened? Who made this? Actually, it's not good at all. Actually, why you are serving me like this? So she was very angry with the Radha. The Radha, she is expert in cooking. I called her and she made such a laddu for my son. So he was vomiting and he was showing so many actions. So then Radharani was looking from behind, she became upset. Kishori became very much upset. She doesn't know what to do. Then she started crying. Then Krishna looked at her. Then he took the another one. Another one he says, ah, wow. Then she became, so such pastimes were happening actually in the Nangaram. It is mentioned, but unfortunately because the time limit, I don't think I will be able to cover all the Krishna Leela which is mentioned here. Wonderful. Krishna's mother, anxious with affection, chanted mantras on Raghu's belly with her left palm again and again to make sure that he would digest what he had eaten. So she was feeding Krishna, so much she was feeding Krishna. Eat like that. But her outside she would say, हमारा बेटा आज खाया ही नहीं, कुछ खाता नहीं. Our mother certainly, better go to a doctor and say, doctor, first you get tonic because my son is not eating properly. But he ate so much, his belly has come out. So then he is showing, Ma, how you are feeling my sleep. Then he said, don't worry. So we also do children, we will say some mantra and say that you will be okay. So same thing, Yashoda told some mantra and he said, oh, you should be okay now. You are okay now? Yes, it's okay. Like that, some very loving pastimes were happening in Nandagram. As Lord Krishna incarnates, the demigods also incarnates as partial or full expansion. All the expansion go and merge with the origin at the last. Gopamara is telling to Mathura Brahmana. I told you, the latest conversation is between Gopamara and Mathura Brahmana. Originally between Parishita and Uttara. Millions of servants of Lord Krishna think that I am more dear to Lord than anyone else. Just like in Rasa dance, 18 million gopis, all Krishna divided, expanded and became one Krishna or one gopi. But when one gopi with Krishna, he look at another gopi, he said, Krishna is not there with her. Everybody thinks that I am only having Krishna. So everybody thinking in the Goloka that I am more dear to Krishna than anybody else. Because his love and affection is something like that. Lord also behaved like that. Still no one is satisfied, satiated. Krishna shows the greatest attachment, compassion, love towards each of the gopis. Yet each gopi thinks, when I will be fortunate enough to become the maidservant of Krishna. So the devotees, the pure devotee, they will never say that I am a devotee of Krishna. I am a servant of Krishna, or when I will get a chance to serve Krishna. That same mood was there in Guru Vrindavan. Even though Krishna is very compassionate to all the devotees there, still they are thinking that when I will get, even they know they used to get jealous of the fruit. This fruit is actually what pious activity the fruit has done. Where we are supposed to get something from these seeds. But this will never go from his lips. So they were angry with actually the fruit. So then actually here is mentioned about the Kaliya Mardana. Just like what happened in the Bhauma Vrindavan. In the Vaikuntha also Gopama is saying actually Krishna is going to Kadambati, jumping on Kaliya, fighting with Kaliya and sending him out. That Leela is very nicely mentioned. And also he is mentioned about the how he killed, how important is Keshiga. Keshiga saying Keshi came from Kamsa. Initially we saw when he went to Goloka, he saw that the Visramgati took bath and somebody said, still Kamsa is here. So this is actually a drama, it's pastime, Leela. We may feel that it is ordinary, it is not ordinary. Krishna. So sometimes when the devotee leaves the body, we say that he entered into Nitya Leela. Because if you are enjoying, really you are able to enjoy actually Krishna, then you will enter, they say that I want to be. And somebody, the devotee when they leave the body, some devotee they never think that I want to go back home, back to that. I want to go to that planet where our Krishna is doing the Leela. I want to enter that. So they are enjoying that. We may find it difficult. So that is also shown. Then again there also, Omara says there Akrura is coming. Akrura is coming to take Krishna and Balaram to Kamsa. He sent a message. So same thing is happening. How he went to Mathura and how it was difficult for Brajavasis to bear pain. Parishita to Uttara, having said Sarupa, ecstasy in pure love, fainted. Mathura Brahmana also cried, somehow brought Sarupa into consciousness. Then Sarupa said, Krishna went to Mathura, killed Kamsa and delivered his own parents. So now Gopakumara identified Krishna as his name is Sarupa. Sarupa, he is actually in Krishna Leela, when he was here, he was actually the God with him. That is why he was showing so much love and affection. They were together, they were away. So Sarupa and that Brahmana, both actually, they are seeing now. He put Agrasena back to position and controlled the others. Sometimes he stayed back with the devotees and Nanda Maharaj and Brajavasis went back. Krishna, along with Krishna and Akrura, Nanda Maharaj also went to Mathura and they came back. So it was very difficult for him. The Lord said to him, please go, you go. I will come later on. Nanda said, I cannot go back without you, Krishna. Mother and other gopis will be died, they will die. You don't come back right now. Gopala said, hearing this, Krishna became silent. He did not say anything. And Vasudeva said, Nanda, these boys are you go now because these people I have not initiated them. They are not going to school. I want to send them to school. It is happening in Golokundam, currently it is happening. The Leela is going on. So he says, I want to send them to, after their studies are over, I will send it to you. Now you go. Nanda Maharaj, with great difficulty, came back along with Brajavasis. They embraced Krishna and depart. Then when they were departing, Krishna actually he was crying. Profusely he was crying, just like an ordinary child. When the father or mother goes away, then you put in the school and you have to come here. They will cry. They will feel so much. So he was just like an ordinary child, he was crying. Nanda returned Braja. Brajavasis were waiting for this Nanda Maharaj, he will bring Krishna back. He told that I will just go and bring him back. Just to Kamsa. He was not there. So Nanda Maharaj came, and when he wanted to go inside, he put a cloth and he put a cover his head. He doesn't want to see anybody. Because that's why he knows what will happen. He doesn't want to talk to anyone. He ended home. Brajavasis could not see Krishna and Balaram, they became very sorrow. So Saryupa could not control, he stopped speaking about this topic. When these leaders were telling, Saryupa was telling to Brahmana, suddenly he stopped speaking. Because this Viraha, he was also suffering. Really somebody who has got love for Krishna, they will feel he is gone. He is not there. Such a lovable child is not there. Why we should leave? So, when we get the love for Krishna, we will also feel that Viraha. How many janmas I took in and I am away from Krishna. When I will go back? That feeling will come when we get genuine love for Krishna. So, here he got actually this, Gopamara got love now and he started feeling. So, Ramana was eager to, he could see, he became silent and said, hey, what happened? I want to hear for the story. Come on, you cannot be quiet. So then he continued to speak with great difficulty he started crying. Again Krishna gave life in Brajavasis. They forgot about the pain. So this is drama is going on. Sometimes it's going on, sometimes it's like that. So then he is saying actually this drama is finished. Again Gopamara is saying again the Akruras come to take Krishna and Balaram. So this is continuously, this pastime is going on. So some description is again given here about the yoga. Friend, on another occasion that same Akrura came to Vraja on his chariot as if he had never come before. He once again took away the life of Vraja and its residents went again into the same state. But the residents of Vraja, completely bewildered by the Kalakuda poison of the supreme love for Sri Krishna, never think that any of these events has ever occurred before. This is actually the facility of Krishna that something happened in our life, we are devotees. Krishna will make them to forget, correct? But he suppose that facility is not there, we will be thinking about the past, we will die, somebody will commit suicide. He will make them to forget about it. Just the powerful force of their obsessive love ever increasingly grow both in union and separation. As true as this for eternal residents of Vraja, even newcomers like me can hardly remember those past events. He also forgot. Gopal says, I also forget. Yes, don't me. Bhattas Pradityanam Apohanamcha. Bhagavan says. How can a resident of Vraja not forget this way? The Brajavasis, after all, are ever immersed in the ocean of made by these river currents of most enchanting sweetness, and by gaining the vast, most desirable treasure of pure love, the Brajavasis become maddened. Oh, the most glorious thing is that the foremost enlightened persons, the Lord Himself, by drowning in the ocean of love for His dear devotees, cannot always remember what He has done and what He is going to do. He Himself is forgetting something. So that is only Leela, it will not stay permanently. Oh Brahmana, thus I have told you about Goloka's unique, most extreme greatness and sweetness, which flow everywhere like a flowing river. The Madhura Brahmana said, after striving for so long in so many ways and with so many desires in your heart, you achieved Krishna's abode. Now that he has gone to Madhupuri, where will you reside and how will you live? So you want to know the details about Goloka. Saryupa said, by the order of the Lord, I and all devotees like me continue to live in Vraja in the company of Nanda and others whose moods resembles ours. This is the nature of Goloka, Krishna's bird. Even in his absence, the residents want to stay. None want to go anywhere else. Temple is closed, so we go home. It's not happening in Nandagram. Temple is closed also, they are waiting. It will open again now. Nobody want to go anywhere because we are waiting for the next Mangalarti or next darshan. How many darshan is there? Their sorrow dances vigorously on the head of every kind of happiness. Anguish gives a joy more intense than any bliss. After so long having attained my desire, there I reside beyond all desires, and to my heart's content I relish the supreme, endless perfection of life. Yet the nature of the reality is such that I never feel satiated. Nobody is, I told you, yesterday you saw Mangalarti, No, not satiated. I want to see again. Tomorrow also I want to go. Day after tomorrow also I want to go. You are coming every day, yes. I want to see. So, Krishna showed this most wretched person to favor his mercy others can never hope for, enhanced with the taste of his divine sweetness. No one should this be disclosed, yet I have recounted my story to you. So he is telling that I told you my story, but you don't tell anybody. This is very confidential. After staying some time in Goloka, I realized the splendid Mathura Mandala here in the mortal world is not different. Same thing, and Leela and place, dignity, everything is looking same. Divine Gopis, Gopis and cows abound in variety in Gokula, just as in Goloka, and so do the other animals, and the birds and the insects, and the mountains, rivers, trees, and other beings. And this place is adorned with the never-ending stream of similar pastime, expanded by the glorious Krishna Chandra. Actually, he was not happy in Dwaraka, Vaikunta. Why? He could not associate, he was not seeing any Leela. No Leela is, even Lord Rama, there is no Leela. Leela is actually with the Goloka and Krishna. So he is enjoying whatever he is enjoying, it is going to come. As I said, Nandagram, all the demigods were lined up every day. Why? They want to see Krishna Chandra is going to do what he is going to do. Kanhaiya will do something today. You want to see. So like that he was enjoying. How much can I say about the supreme reality? Oh, the world of Goloka, its multitude of residents, honored by all worlds, always perceives greatness. So now I have said enough. To all who live with the Lord in that abode, I offer my obeisances. So he is paying his obeisances to all the living entities. He also should pay our obeisances. Okay? To all the living entities in Goloka Dham. Okay? And now we will go to the next one, the last chapter, Jagannatha, bliss of the worlds. So the Sarupa said to Brahmana, now you decide what should be your goal of life and what is the best way to achieve it. So this Brahmana first he came and told Gopumara, tell me, I am going here and there, I don't know what is my goal of life. Many people are telling many things. You tell me now what is the means to achieve that. I can see the Supreme Lord has bestowed upon Brahmana full mercy. You got a full mercy, that is why they arranged. I have told you the most confidential topic. So he is telling that early this morning, Brahmana, Sri Radhika Devi herself came and ordered him. Sarupa, Brahmana from Mathura, who is my devotee, is coming into your group. He saw them in the Keshiva, the group. Go there alone. Don't take anybody, go there alone. The first thing today, Radharani is actually, she is instructed. Enlighten him with the good instruction, console him, and help him quickly attain Krishna's grace. Now you got it, and you can tell him actually. On her instruction, I swiftly came here, overjoyed without even a thought about missing the enjoyment of Krishna's company. I came back from Krishna's company Because Radha told you go alone, you have to do this. So Parikshit is telling to mother now, Parikshit, Sarupa saw that the Brahmana, even after spoken to in this way, had not awakened to the thrust of pure love. Sarupa put his hand on the Brahmana's head. Even though we all heard now, for so many days we are hearing it. How many of us we got actually the real love for Krishna? Or real love for going back home, backward, anybody got it actually? So that is what he is telling, it is not, it is difficult unless until some pure devotee or Krishna himself has to bless, then it will happen. Just like Krishna touched with that conch shell to Dhruva Maharaj, he started praising him. Otherwise he doesn't know. And we are not experienced actually the real love for Krishna, right? We will not be sitting here. We will love it, we will not be sitting here. We become pattern like Sarupa. So he said, he blessed it. Hey, you are not got it. Take it, come on. Sometimes our Guru Maharaj is calling somebody and says, take it, come on. Blessing. You test it and take it. You want blessing? Take it. By the virtue of great soul Sarupa, everything Sarupa had experienced became manifest, and at once in the Brahmana's heart, as if the Brahmana had experienced it itself. So immediately he got actually the brain. So if he get actually the mercy of Mahaprabhu, still easier. Okay, somehow or other if he can get a mercy, then he will give actually what? Krishna Prema. Such are the most amazing glories contact the great saint. So that is the result of contacting a great devotee, great saint. By that contact, this Brahmana suddenly achieved perfection, realizing his eternal identity. So many things are written about the Vaishnava association. Krishna is coming with Gopal. Brahmana was submerged just like a Sarupa in an ocean of the taste of pure exalted love, and his whole body with the life Sarupa's was filled with many symptoms of that love. He cried out to Krishna, 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 please show yourself. Please show yourself. He started crying. He placed a barrier of gas between his teeth, bowed down, and with plaintive cries asked Sarupa and the whole moving and non-moving living beings, where is Krishna?
Where is Krishna?
Where is Krishna?
Where is Krishna?
Have you seen here?
Have you seen here?
The loud chanting of the all attractive names of Krishna, the Brahmana plus Sarupa speaks. The Brahmana saw that Sarupa, his Guru, was drowning in an ocean of love and had lost control of himself by witnessing the love of him. And so the Brahmana wept like anything. A moment later, compelled by the great upsurge of love, the Madhura Brahmana got up and began to wander in the forest. There he fainted and fell into the throne of blue of Harira trees. Just like remember, the Sarupa also actually last week, he fainted, he fell into the water of Yamuna. But along the flow actually he went to Gologa. Here also he fell down. Dear mother, all of a sudden from the distance came rich and sweet sound of flutes and horns mixed with the moving of cows and the sounds of veena made from gods and whistles made from the leaves. All the sounds started coming from far. So, even the cows sound, Krishna is going always with the cows. The cows always will chant the holy name. Krishna, 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 Krishna. So they could hear the sound actually. Awakened by the precious sound, Sarupa and Brahmana ran in its direction. Then they saw Gopala, his body beautiful dark, encircled by the brilliant effulgence. So they got the destiny. Here is Gopala! Gopala! Hey Gopala! Hey Gopala! coming nearby to water his animals and play with his friends in the Yamuna, daughter of the sun. As he approached, he danced with a gait worthy of honor from the playful walk of king of elephants. His chief ornament was his own unique youth. He was an ocean filled with wonderful waves of beauty, ever adorned with newer and newer charms. He redoubled the joy of everyone's mind and eyes. All auspicious and marked his beautiful body, garlands of nipa flowers adorned his ears, and a peacock feather his hair, a string of pearls decorated with constellar light, and his yellow silken garments, upper and lower, shone brilliantly. It was the dress and the beautiful form of the Lord is coming. Very enchanting his dress were many garlands of kadamba flowers, unja berry, tulsi leaves, sprouts of chikanda various leaves, colored flower adorned his waist, and his belt hung in a way that beautified his hips. So, beautiful form of the Lord is narrated. Actually, yesterday we were reading, Krishna's beauty cannot be even told by 1000 who saw Anandadeva, even at the lifetime of Brahmaji. Still it will not be completed. So how we can say that it's completed? It looks like that, no. So much. So then Krishna actually coming and meeting both of them, and both of them they hugged each other, and they want to hug actually Krishna. So they became unconscious in ecstasy. Both of them fell down, Brahmana and Sarupa. Krishna coming, he also became unconscious and he fell on both of them. That was the scene. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya 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 Govinda Bhagwan ki Gopal Bhagwan ki. So then actually they started eating this one Bhagwan ka bhog. Everybody, the boys also had delicious food, flowers and grains, all boiled flesh in every season by the many kinds of divine trees in the Vrindavan forest. Krishna enjoyed serving to all the boys and fruits that pleased each of them most. He served rasala, so they started eating Vanabhojan. Today we will also do a drama here, not action. Krishna will be in the center, our Gopals will be around. They all brought actually something from home. Then Krishna started serving palm fruits, bilva fruits, amarakas and coconuts, jackfruits, grapes, bananas. He served oranges, pidus, kariras and other ripe, tasty fruits. So this is Vanabhojan. Krishna was very much interested actually to feed out the Gopas with food. The infallible Lord Krishna stood in front of each boy. One after another took a morsel from each plate and consumed it, and fed the boy as well as. In this way he pleased them all. Krishna will go around and take from everybody. He will eat from all the plates. By saying only, Brahmaji got wild, he got difficult. He said, is he God? How is he God? If he is God, he will eat from all these Gopas plates. Their remnants he is eating. So that is Krishna, that is Krishna Lila. Krishna's friends examined all the preparations, picked up those they found especially tasty, and with their own hands potentially place them into the divine mouth. They will also prepare, hey Krishna, I brought laddu for you. Bubbling with humor, heartily ate each offering. Praise his qualities and made very faces. In this way, he made his friends laugh and completely enchanted with that bhojan. And his spirit is in the Atmana. One. And in the evening, they go back to the village. Rishi said to Uttara, now, whatever you heard my mother, this is answer to your question. She asked the question, all will go to the same place or some special will go above Vaikunta? Is there any place like that? What Shukadeva spoke to you, please tell me. So now that is why he narrated all this story, and he says actually, he said to mother, please try to go to Goloka, my dear mother. After hearing, nobody should go in substandard way. So don't go anywhere else. Everybody should go where? Gologadam Jaya Gologadam. Gologadam Jaya Gologadam. So he says, my dear mother, only a rare person can achieve Gologa. Only by the mercy of Lord and their pure devotees. He is giving the advice. Therefore, my mother, test from the feet of the devotees who have exclusive love for Krishna, you grab it. For the lotus feet of the Lord. Now, whoever is having the love for the lotus feet of Krishna, you take their lotus feet. It's like the Tava water actually. Lotus feet of Gopi should put on his head. He wants to become a grass. Brahmaji says in his prayer, Krishna, I have desired. So many people are doing Abhishek for you. I also do want Abhishek for me. Somebody can do it. What is Abhishek want? I want a dust of Vrindavan. Gopis where they walk, put that and put an Abhishek for me. This is my wish. So here he is telling this particular. Jaimini told Janmejaya further more about Gologa. So he quoted actually some sloga from our Brahma Samhita, where Brahma Samhita is mentioning about the Gologa. There are wonderful narrations are there. It's mentioned, Aho Bhagyam, Nandago Bhavijavasa, Edmitram Paramanandam, Unam Brahma Sanaganam. How greatly fortunate are Nanda Maharaja and coward men, or all other inhabitants of Brajabhumi. There is no limit to their good fortune, because the absolute truth, the source of transcendental bliss, the eternal supreme Brahman, has become their friend. What is it? They are glorified. So then Sanatana Goswami and Sakri quoted different slogas from Bhagavatam, where the slogas are telling about the Gologa. So why all these things are going is because we should have faith after hearing. There is a place like that. We can also go there. We have instructions from Mahaprabhu, instructions from Prabhupada and the Guru. One should have faith in him, and definitely we can achieve that place. This actor has become most fortunate because you have touched the grass and bushes with your feet and your teeth and creepers with your fingernails, because you have grazed her rivers, mountains, birds and animals with your vengeful glances. But above all, you have embraced the covered women between two arms, ever hankered after by the goddess of fortune. O friend, Vrindavana is spreading. Vrindavanam Saviruvo Vitanodi Girtim Yadevagi Sudapadam Bhujagatta Nishti Govinda Venu Manumatta Mayura Nityam Rekshatisan Avaratna Samasta Sattvam. O friend, Vrindavana is spreading the glory of the earth, having obtained the treasure of the lotus feet of Krishna, the son of Devaki. The peacocks dance madly when they hear Govinda's flute, and upon seeing them from the hilltops, other creatures all become stunned. This is the ecstasy of Vrindavan. So, like that they have mentioned about the when Govardhana Puja also, Govardhana also. So, different slokas from Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. Purindra Urigaya Padapjalaga Sri Kumbhukena Dejastana Mantidena Tattarsana Smararjatrana Rushidena Dimpantyanu Jagutalagam. The aboriginal women of Vrindavana area became disturbed by lust when they see the grass marked with the red kumkuma powder, adorned with powder of Krishna's lotus feet. This powder originally decorated the breast of these beloveds, and when the aborigine women smear it on their face and breast, they feel fully satisfied and give up our anxiety. Although the goddess of fortune himself and Lord Brahma and all other demigods are realized all their desires and are masters of yoga perfection, they can worship the lotus feet of Krishna only within their purified minds. But during their asanas, Lord Krishna placed his feet upon this gopis' breast, and by embracing those feet, the gopis gave up all sorrow. So if you get actually the lotus feet of Krishna, you can get rid of all the sorrows. So please repeat this particular sloka. Vande Nanda Vrjastrina Padarenum Abhikshana Saha Dasha Harigato Geetam Nadi Bhuvanatrayam Vande Nanda Vrjastrina Padarenum Abhikshana Saha Again and again I offer my respect to the dust from the feet of the women of Nanda Maharaj of our village. When these gopis loudly chant the glories of Sri Krishna, the vibration purifies the whole world. So, my dear gopis, what auspicious activities must the fruit have performed to enjoy the nectar of Krishna's lips independently, and leave only a taste for Gopikas, from whom the nectar actually meant the forefathers of the fruit, the bamboo trees and shed years of pleasures. His mother, the river, on those whose bank the bamboo was born, reaped jubilations. Therefore her blooming lotus flowers are standing like hair on the body. Now, Janamejaya was very happy to hear the narration. Janamejaya, he said, I am all successful.
Rio.
I am all successful.
I am all successful.
For you.
For you.
O Lord.
O Lord.
O spiritual master.
O spiritual master.
Have given me
Like me.
the opportunity
The opportunity
to relish
to relish
the secret glories of
the secret glories of
Gologa.
Gologa.
Everybody should be happy. I don't think anybody is happy.
Rio.
So now the Bharashruti is telling actually what you will get of 7 days you are hearing. Sri Devanuvacha Tatata Satyamadvartya Sundachapanada Vikirtanada Asyagyan Asyavadhyana Pattadam Lavade Naraha. The Jaini said,
The Jaini said,
my dear boy,
my dear boys,
what you say
what you say
is true.
is true. Anyone
Who hears
who hears
or chants
or chants
or meditates upon
meditates upon
this narrative
this narrative
with devotion
with devotion
will achieve
will achieve
the abode
the
of
honor
the
of
Supreme.
the Supreme. Rio.
So you are all eligible for it.
Rio.
So obeisances to him, O son of blessed king of the coward, who is always austere with causeless compassion, who on his initiative impels his servants to develop devotion for him, and who then becomes fully satisfied as if his devotee were being very kind to him. Hare Krishna. So, in brief, I could speak to you, but I am not very happy because so many things I have omitted because of the time constraint. Really the glories of Gologa, anybody's, I am not telling anybody's having time to look into it. Everybody must, those who are Krishna consciousness, read this book among the devotees, discuss, then you will know very clear picture that we are on the right track and we can achieve what Babu Maharaj and this Brahmana got here. Both of them, they achieved it only because of their devotion, and they achieved the love. Conclusion is actually we should try to get love of God.
Viva.
At any cost in this life,
Viva.
try to work hard on the subject that we should get love of God. Then love of God is there, everything will be going back to God.